Hi, happy Saturday. This is Desiree, the CEO for Rich and Rich Home Opportunities. And I wanted to take a moment today, Saturday, to actually do a little bit of catching up. And I call it, my catch up episode. And the reason I'm calling it my catch up episode is because I want to let you guys know what I'm going to be doing from now up until the year of 2025 and beyond. Just some of the things that we are doing. So we are being proactive and we're pushing our brand and our business forward. The first thing that I want to do is I want to catch up on our Kivalone because for those of you who know and those of you who do not know, we got approved for our $8,000 crowdfunding Kivalone a couple of months ago. And one of the things that we did with that Kivalone is created more products. And we're also on more platforms to include TikTok and Amazon, which TikTok has been very, very, very successful for us. Amazon, still trying to get our kinks out, trying to understand how to list products. Anybody that's ever listed for Amazon, they already know what I'm talking about because it's very specific about your images and about the way that you list variations, meaning variation could be the size, whether it's small, medium, large. Variation can be the size of the shoe, 6, 7.5. And those things are important because as your customers click on those links, they need to be correct so that they can have the size that you have available for them to be able to purchase. But that's okay because we're still grateful for the fact that we have been able to create products. And when we create our products, one of the things that we want to do is we want those products to be sent to us so that we can actually see what they look like for us and for our audience. And so that's one of the things that our Kivalone has helped us to do. The other thing it helped us to do is also pay our models to be able to model our clothing, which you guys have seen those models on TikTok and in live. And so we're going to continue to do more of that. We basically like to pay our models the day of their services at the end of whatever modeling session that they're doing. And so that's really important for us. Also, paying for venues for us to actually be participant as for vendors has been very important. And so we've been able to pay for being in some vendors. Our biggest one was paying for our 98.3 commercial that ran for about 30 days, and then also paying for that venue to actually set up for our first Amazon Live that we did in the US a couple of months ago too, also when we got our Kiva loan. So those are some of the things that we have done. Some of those things have been very, very helpful to growing our brand and also for our product production. But we need to continue to move forward. And so one of the things for us is to continue to increase our Alive Shoes platform software that we have, and also our platform for Alive Shoes to be able to do our shoes, do our purse accessories, do the shoe line accessories. The Alive Shoes platform, one of the things that we want to do with that platform is to be able to also teach people that are interacting with our brand, that are interacting with us on social media. And what I mean by teach, we want to actually show them what we do when we actually start designing a shoe, when we start designing a purse or a clothing accessory on the Alive Shoes platform. And the reason we want to do that is, for one, we want people to see that we actually do understand exactly what we're doing. We want people to know that we are actually putting a lot of thought process into the making of our shoes. Alive Shoes is based in Italy, which is wonderful for us because if any of you don't know, I have always said that we want to be global. I want my brand to be both national and to be global. I think that that is important for me as a CEO, and I think it's important for any partners to know that we are striving to be not only the best nationally, but the best internationally. And when I say the best, I'm talking about the best company that we can be. We're not in competition with any companies or anything of that nature. We're in the competition, however, directly with ourselves on a daily basis to make sure that we are better and that we're doing the best that we can do for designing products, and we want to showcase that on with our Live Shoes platform. And so that is one of the things we will continue to push forward. I talk about Alive Shoes a lot because Alive Shoes offers the creator, the designer, the ability to create and to get a designing certificate, and also to be featured in magazines, fashion magazines, and also in the fashion industry. So it gets you a step into a place where you would like to be for your creativity and for your designs, and to be actually recognized. And so that's one of the things we are striving for. We are striving for our designer certification, and we also want to be a part of the fashion industry. For me, as an African American woman, one of the things that I've learned is that they don't have a lot of African Americans that are actually in the fashion industry, like actually doing the designs and things of that nature. And I think that I want to be a part of those few, and I want to be a part of seeing the more that will eventually, I know, come to the fashion industry, as it's promoted more and more among African Americans, and promoted just for people to know that this is something else that you can do. Because a lot of times, what we do is kind of environmental, because if you never know that that option exists, or that there's a possibility, you probably won't try for it. But once you know that there is a possibility, then you can try for it, and it opens up more doors. And so as more awareness grows, I think that that fashion industry will change, as many things have changed, as different cultures, different creativity ideals flow in a platform. And so I think Alive Shoes is doing that. And we're grateful that we were able to apply, because yes, you do have to apply to the Alive Shoes platform. The application is based on how you feel like you would fit into the industry, the fashion industry. What are you doing? How do you see this fitting into what you're doing? And so I was grateful to be selected, and I'm always grateful to be a part of the platform. And I always am striving to be an even larger part of it. And so by utilizing what we learned and what we have learned, and teaching others to do that as well, we want to bring recognition to our brand, and also recognition to our products. The next thing that I want to catch up on is talking about TikTok. So I love TikTok because TikTok offers so many people the ability to be able to be an everyday person, that you're able to get your brand, your ideal, your comical views, your platforms of entertainment onto a platform where many people are looking, and for relatively nothing, and getting viewers, as long as you know your content is fitting in with TikTok policies and everything of that nature. We know every platform has policies. You got to follow them, or you can't stay on the platform. And so I have liked TikTok from the beginning, even though I didn't know a whole lot about it. I really felt like it was something that was very viable for me, and, easy for me to learn. And so that is why we do so much on TikTok. I love the TikTok live shows that they have, and it encouraged me to get on and to be live, and to talk about my products, to talk about our brand, to be live when we are doing certain vendor events, so that we can let people see our brand and know that we are actually working towards promoting our products and being a part of the community and this business community as we do this with our vendorships. And so when you look on TikTok, you'll see a lot of those videos because we post them. We're a real person. I'm a real person. And so I will post like some of the personal videos as well. I'm not going to post every single thing that we do or anything like that. However, I do think that it's important to be able to connect with your audience, so that people know that you're a real person doing this, and that if this real person can do it, someone else can do it. That's kind of how TikTok is. You can actually see people that are, they've started doing their some of them, I love to watch them, and, we favorite them, we heart them, we share them on our other social platforms. And by doing this, one of the things that we've been able to do is we also are able to have TikTok subscribers, and to offer a subscription. And so that's exactly what we're doing. We have a subscription on there, and a couple of the things that are on the TikTok page, you will see that it'll start saying for subscribers, for you to either subscribe, or for subscriptions, it'll have videos, and it'll have trainings on there that are only for our subscribers and those who have a subscription. And with those subscriptions, I've already talked about this before, but we're going to get those courses up and posted. It's going to be us talking about how we do our day to day business. What are the things or the programs? How are we creating some of our products? Where do we get some of our ideas? Alive Shoes, how do we go from beginning to end with creating on the Alive Shoes platform for us, for our brand, and what we're thinking about when we do our logos and when we do each particular shoe. We are going to go into that so that they will be Zoom trainings where we'll be able to share the screen and you'll be able to see step by step how we go about creating that shoe, that purse, that accessory that we're creating for Alive Shoes. And at the same time, when we're talking about that, it will lead us into talking about some of the other programs that we utilize as well. When we do use AI, I think that if you're not using AI, you're probably going to be really, really kind of behind as technology grows even more. You need to be able to utilize technology. It's not something to be afraid of. And no, it is not cheating. It's not a handicap or anything like that, because anybody that's using AI, your AI is what is coming out of your mind. It's coming out of your thought process. You are putting this together. You're asking for specific things that you want according to what your needs are for your brand, for your product, or for whatever it is that you're researching with AI. So, no, it's not cheating or anything like that. The only thing that I can see it as being is something that makes you even better, because now instead of having to take a long time to sketch out or to write down everything that you're doing, you can actually have it in your mind and it gets it together so much quicker for you to be able to do that. And when you're designing or anything like that, that is huge, because you have less time to get it to your sourcers. People that are designing and creating for you, they're not just creating for you. A lot of times they're creating for a lot of different people. So the more that you can keep them supplied with what your designs are, the more that you can be proactive with moving your brand forward, they're going to want to stay with people that keep them consistently busy, keep them crafting, and keep them being productive, so that they can pay the individuals who are creating for them, that are designing, that are putting that garment together. So all of these things all tie into one, and AI makes it, it makes it better. And it makes it better because there are so many different creative minds that go into creating AI. You have all different types of AI programs that we have now. It used to be on the surface, and now people know about it more and more. And so I think that that's a wonderful thing. And so whenever we're creating, that's why we like going and doing vendor shows, because I don't want anyone to think, oh, that's just a picture and, that's not something we can really actually purchase. No, that's not it, because we have our shows, we do our live videos, we do our Facebook um, talks, events, and things of that nature, and posting on YouTube, because we're posting those products that we took and we created, and this is what we came up with. And so that is one of the things that we are looking forward to in 2025. I'm looking forward to still looking for that store at some point or another. That's another thing that was a dream for us for our Kivalone, or either doing more of our pop-up lives. And the pop-up live just means it's basically a platform where you go somewhere for the day and you set up, and that's kind of like where you are for the day. And it's something you can tell your members in advance. And we've done a couple of those for Rich and Rich Home Opportunities as well. And of course, those have been part of our TikTok live. So we tend to use TikTok live a lot. And you know why? It's because we've built people that know that we're going to be talking about something that's going to interest them. So as soon as we get on with our live, they already know that we're going to be showcasing a product, or, I'll do on the spot interviews with people that'll come up and they'll talk about the products when we're out and about and we're doing different things for our show. And that's what I want to continue to do. And so those are the things that that are going to propel us forward in 2025. So the rest of 2024 into 2025, I see the product line just increasing. And as our popularity grows, also the amount of partners and collaborations that we're going to be able to do also can grow as well. Now, another thing about TikTok, they do have the ability for like collaborations. And I don't mind collaborations, but I just want to make sure that it's something that actually fits. I know I went and I did a Wibik class training one time before, and one of the guys, when I was asking him about, what kind of people he considered to collaborate with, and he said a very simple thing is that it has to fit, it has to make sense, and it has to fit for what he's doing with his brand. And so that's the same thing. I think that collaborations are wonderful if they fit. And with collaborations, if you're going to be sending samples or anything of that nature, if that's what you're telling your collaborators that you're going to do, you need to be able to do that. Because one thing I never want to do, I don't want to put anything on my TikTok shop or on my TikTok page that actually is not in existence, or the person is not actually doing what they say that they're going to be doing, meaning that you're not going to get the sample so that you can actually showcase it to be able to get whatever the commission fee is for you for doing that promotion. We don't want to do those type of things. So I don't do a lot of the affiliate marketing as much anymore. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful tool, and having influencers, it is wonderful as long as there's integrity on the part of the influencer and the affiliate, and also on the part of the company that is actually hiring and paying the commissions for the product to be showcased. So it should be a 50-50 relationship, because both are going to be benefiting. And I like TikTok for that, because they do have a lot of those collaborations, and they have them now for, like, collaborating like music. I saw the other day they had comedians on there. And so it's just always growing, and it doesn't take away from other social media platforms that are out there, because we know we have our Facebook, we know we have Twitter, we know we have Snapchat. So there are a lot of different other platforms that we utilize, YouTube, and they're wonderful tools. And when they can be utilized together, even more wonderful. And I know somebody was laughing the other day because they said, is Tumblr still a thing? Yeah, Tumblr is still a thing. Tumblr is probably not as popular as maybe some of the other platforms, but I think that any platform where you're able to showcase your product, be able to put an article, or to be able to post something with a link back to your website, all of those things are valuable. So that means that all platforms are valuable. Can you do every single platform all the time, every day? Of course not. So we'll always have our go-tos. And so that's all about us catching up. And so this catch up, we're doing this, as a Facebook event, because we need to be, I think that for us, we need to be more visual. Coming in 2025, we need to be more visual. We need to do more of the vendorship and more of the on the spot things that we're doing to go live, because I think that that's what the people really want to see. That they want to be able to interact, they want to be a part of something. You can be like how all of us were in France, or in Italy, or in Paris, or just doing anything. If you have somebody that's broadcasting from those areas and they're telling you about something, it puts you there as if you are actually there at the time. And so when we're sitting here in Milwaukee and we're able to do our vendor events, and we're able to showcase that on TikTok and to go live, on the different platforms, it allows your customer, or the person, the general public, to be a part of Milwaukee and to see Milwaukee, even if they're not sitting in Milwaukee. And since our stores are online, they always have the ability to purchase online. And then that leads us to one of our biggest accomplishments so far, is having our Google Play app in the App Store. So now Rich and Rich Home Opportunities, we had an app in the Google Play Store, but that app, it's wonderful visual or whatever. It was nice for a good first trial, or, to start off with. And as you grow and you learn, then everything that you do gets better. And so our app is better now. I am so grateful for our developers that helped us to get it together based on our website, because so many people are like, okay, when I go to the store, will I see those designs? Yes, you most definitely will see those designs. You can definitely download our Google Play Store app so that you can see first line our new designs when they come out. For us, we create on a daily basis. on a daily basis, there is something that we're creating, something new that we're doing, something that we want to showcase. And so that is our plan, to continue to do those things. And now having our Google Play Store puts it right at everyone's fingertip. You can download the app. You can always have it. So you can always, if you're, got a free moment, go in your phone, look at the app and see what type of things that we have as new products, new categories. We're always changing, not well changing, but also making sure that we are staying up with the technology as well too. And so there are different things that we will do with our web pages, and then different things that are going to be coming forth in like our Amazon stores and our regular stores as well. So we have our Etsy store, we are on Amazon, we have our TikTok shop, we do have our Facebook shops that we have as well. And we're just going to continue to work on those things in 2025. But for us, our big catch up is to make sure that we stay more visible to our audience, stay more visible for our brand, stay more visible for our customers, so they can see the products as we are creating them. It's very exciting for me. And so that'll be part of our catch up tomorrow. We're going to do that event on Facebook, because we'll be able to, I want them to actually see the products and everything. And so, of course, we'll do our TikTok live at that time as well. And so, Blog Talk Radio is something that I have just loved always. I've been doing it for many, many, many years. And, I should have more episodes on there, but we still do have our, I'm a nurse practitioner, so I still do work because that's another love of mine. That's that's the first love that I ever had, is the career of nursing. And so that's going to always be my first, and that's going to be my first priority. And along with Rich and Rich Home Opportunities, I think that they complement each other. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to find something and to understand when people say that when you're doing something you love, it doesn't seem like work at all, because you love it. So that's exactly where we are in our business right now. We are going to be introducing more of our collaborators. We always want to collaborate, and we will always want a partnership with things that fit for our brand, and so that we can fit for another brand, because everyone is not a good fit. And we understand that, and we get that we're not a good fit for everyone either. And so as we move forward, that's the takeaway. So the catch up, just to recap, a live shoes platform. Our live shoes platform, we are designing more. We will be bringing those designs to our TikTok subscribers so that they can see how we are building from the floor up, step by step. Might be something that they want to do, and also showcasing how we are doing as far as our business day-to-day activities, working with our TikTok platform to make sure that our subscriptions and our trainings and everything are loaded up, so that people can have they can be able to see those, see those courses, go through that training, keep it for themselves, to be able, or bookmark it so they're able to come back to it as they do it. Because it took me, it takes a while sometimes on some of the platforms to learn how to do your designing and how to get it the way that you want it to be. And then just our Google Play Store, we're going to continue to move forward with that. That's Android right now, but we are working on getting the one as well for the iPhone, for the App Store that they have. So that'll be coming as well down the line for us in 2025. And so that is our recap. We are doing our best to continue to appreciate our Kiva loan lenders, making sure we continue to push our business forward so that we can continue to grow and continue to let our partners and our teams know that we are here for the long run, and that we want to continue to improve as much as we can.